is RIHANA and I am from MTsN 1 Bojonegoro. High school in Jakarta, so the modern Sparta had no chance again to teenage suburbs Armada. The lyrics of the song High School in Jakarta was composed and sung by Nikki Zevanya, an Indonesian singer who is now having a successful career in the United States. Good morning to both the English speech contestants and all audiences. On this wonderful occasion, I would like to deliver a speech entitled Sponge or Screen, Navigating the Paradox of Modern Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, why did I start my speech with this song? Nikki is a living bridge between two worlds. She represents a modern socio-cultural phenomenon, the global citizen with local roots. Then her success also highlights a major challenge we face today, what I call the paradox of modern culture. The lyrics I just sung describes the dynamics of teenagers in Jakarta. Nikki Zevanya teaches us an important lesson about social culture in the era of globalization. Even though she now stands on an international stage, she never forgets her identity. She proved that to be a global, we don't have abandoned local. Ladies and gentlemen, in this era, we often face a cultural dilemma. Many of us are more fluent in English than in our regional languages. We're more familiar with TikTok trends from New York than traditions from Yogyakarta. There is a worry that our native culture will be drowned out by the current of modernity. But is that true? Let's look at the lyrics again. Nikki sings in English, but she tells a story about Jakarta. She used a global medium to tell a local story. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, to be ready, prevent the paradox of modern culture. What must we do to prevent it? There are three things to prevent the paradox of modern culture. First, cultural filter, becoming a smart filter. We must have the ability to filter incoming foreign culture. Don't be a sponge that absorbs everything good and bad without a filter. Instead, be a screen that only absorbs progressive values like discipline and hard work, while still discarding excessive individualism. Second, realize that cultural identity is our superpower. Culture is not just about static relics of the past and museums. Culture is something alive. Culture is how we interact, how we appreciate differences, and how we adapt without losing our identity. In this English speech contest, we're practicing a global language. But remember, language is just a tool. The soul within the language must remain our own. We should not speak the world language, but lose the hospitality and mutual cooperation that are the core of culture in Indonesian social life. Third, modernizing tradition, relevant tradition. We can force the current generation to like old cultures in a boring ways. We must innovate, think global, act local, use social media to promote local wisdom, use regional languages as creative content, or combine traditional music with modern genres. Like Nikki, who brought elements of Jakarta into global pop music. We must dare to bring Indonesian colors into our modern words. Ladies and gentlemen, my message today is simple. Be like Nikki, but in your own way. Be competitive on the global stage, master technology, master foreign languages, but always have an Indonesian heart. Don't be a modern Sparta who fights alone. Be a part of society that values cultures as a strength, not a burden. Let us show the world that we are a generation that proud of our heritage. As another famous song says, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Let our intentions preserve our culture through our achievements. I think that's all from me. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.